Hello and welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time talking about, got my notes, must be episode 4 of Box of Delights. Adventures in CSO. Now, for those of you who don't know, CSO is Colour Separation Overlay. It's where you take a colour, and the BBC used to use blue as a background, which meant none of the costumes could be blue, hence the reason that Colin Baker's costume didn't have any blue, let's put it that way. And that would allow people to appear against various backgrounds. These days, green screen is used. It's exactly the same process. It's become so far that I use it in quite a lot of my videos that you're watching right now to change the background from office that I've gone into at work so that I can record, or my shed or the room I'm in, into this lovely background, probably of an ancient artist. There we are, just get out of the way. Can you see it for what it is there? So that's basically it. This episode is adventures in green screen, blue screen, whatever. It starts with the exciting small toy boat going over the waterfall in an attempt to escape people. I love the fact that, I'll explain later, is actually used as a plot device at this point. Marvellous. Now, let's look at the notes. The word scrobbled. Now, I assumed that it was being used by the kids because they're kids. But the main villain, Abner, actually says someone else is in charge of scrobbling. I'm not even going to bother looking it up. If it's in the dictionary, well done dictionary. Now, because of the exciting adventures in green screen, blue screen, whatever, you've got things like the flying, which looks a bit ropey, to be honest. But then again, flying always does. I mean, apart from Christopher Reeve in Superman in 1979, it's always looked a bit not great, no matter what you do with it. I suppose you can get away with it in the Avengers films. As you can hear, I'm suffering from the exciting world of December throat. Now, as a recurring theme, you've got the stupid policeman. And because the policeman's so stupid, or in on it, then you end up going to their, be a bit Karen here. I want to speak to the manager. Oh, you are the manager. I want to speak to someone above you. And they go all the way to Scotland Yard to complain. And of course, being Scotland Yard, they refer back down the chain. And they go back down the chain. So you end up complaining about the person that you want to complain about to the person you want to complain about. Which of course isn't going to work. Another example of the exciting world of CSO is the incredibly exciting car that turns into a plane that flies silently that can also do vertical takeoff. It's all very, very Thunderbirdsy. Also, the globe that glows, that allows you to have CCTV and allow you to spy in on your staff. Which is it magical? Is it intuitive? Is it in the way? Is it just spying on people? Or is it just what you've come to expect in the modern world? Perhaps we really are just an evil society, we just didn't realise it. There's more posset-induced dreams. Is it a wolfman? Is it a rat? Do I know? Have I been paying attention? Clearly not enough. And then, of course, you've got a lot of this episode given over to a flashback sequence. How come none of the children go, you've spent quality time with the villains. Are you not one of the villains? Are you, though? Are you? No one does that. And then, of course, there's the character who I hadn't even realised until she laughed. I went, that's Patricia Quinn. That's Magenta from Rocky Horror Picture Show. You're lucky, I'm lucky, we're all lucky. And then the audience shout, lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, that's Patricia Quinn. And she's here. And yes, she's from Iceworld, but let's not go there. What we need to discuss is the fact that she's here being a woman at the window torturing a small child. Was she the former governess? Yes, she was. So, and she doesn't recognise it? So, don't know what's going on there. Perhaps I just need to not think about these things, because when I start thinking about the episode, it's less fun. Things like, oh, where's all the snow gone? It was very thick 2 episodes ago. Now, I know from reality that snow can vanish quickly, and also that it wasn't really there until the end of filming. But it is odd that there's characters going, oh, it's been raining, or to go out in the rain, but then there's no rain and things like that. I'm not supposed to be spotting these things. But then, of course, there's a couple of things worthy of mentioning. One, Patricia Wynn's character is quite definitely shagging one of the minions. That's why she's very protective of him. If that's not the case, it's just a bit weird. Unless, of course, they're related, which is possible, storyline-wise. Because I'm watching this as an adult, things like the guy's brushing the stairs in a monk's habit, and I'm like, Kay, don't look up, that won't be good for anyone. I wouldn't have thought that as a kid. Maybe I would. I don't think so, though. And the majority of this episode is also taken up with exposition. You actually get to find out who Cole Hawlings is. It's brilliant because Troughton's character is present throughout the entire story, although he's not actually present. He turns up at episode 1. He probably isn't going to turn up till the back end of the story, but he's always present. He is the MacGuffin, rather than the box of delights, which the kids actually have. The character driving the story on is Troughton, which is great, as he appears in the drawing. Yeah. And we know that the person who owns the box can't travel with the box inside the box, which means you can travel in time, but you can't get back again. Easily, what happens is you become Kay and you open up the time to that person. Oh, here we are, new quality of the box. Something that the box does that we hadn't actually thought about. What the box can do is it can be a sat-nav. Take me to the most important room in the house. And then you become Flight. And then off you go. You have reached your destination. Very nice. Where are we? More clergymen disappear. It's a bit like, the Doctor Who thing with the Yeti on the underground with the cobwebs and things. So, do I need to say any more? There is a lot of hanging around. There's a lot of people falling over on gravel, if you look very closely. Perhaps I need to not be watching it on an upscaled Blu-ray player. Or perhaps I just need to watch it more on my phone. There is a lot of running around, but this is episode 4, which traditionally would have been one of the Doctor Who episodes with the running around. But like I said, there's exposition. There's people with elixirs of eternal youth, and it just kind of works, genuinely. So, am I enjoying it? More than I thought I would. Genuinely more than I thought I would. And you know what? I don't care that the police are terrible, because if the police were good at their job, who are you going to call? Torchwood? Actually, yeah. This could work as an audio. Torchwood with a box of delights? Maybe it's not. I think I'll leave it there, because I really want to go and watch episode 5? Yeah, episode 5. I've only got 2 left. And then it's Christmas. Nice. So until next time, when hopefully my throat will be a little bit better, be seeing you.